Greetings, everybody. Welcome to TAT, Talking Alopecia with Tammy. Today, I just wanted to take a moment to kind of piggyback off of a post I had. And I think everybody kind of took it differently than what it was meant for. It was actually a post, I'm going to see if I can put it here, where pretty much I just stated that I was sensitive about my head. And everybody was just kind of this outpour. It was really sweet and genuine, this outpour of, oh, that you're fine the way your head is. And I appreciate that, y'all. But where I am in my self-esteem, I know that. No, I literally mean I'm sensitive about my head. It is what it is. And so I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that, because I don't think that we get an opportunity to really talk about that piece of alopecia. Just take a quick moment. If you did not know, my name is Tammy, and this is my wonderful YouTube channel, Talking Alopecia with Tammy. Please subscribe, like, tell a friend, okay? Tap, and let them know. Caring is sharing. I am not a life coach. I am not a physician. I am an everyday person who has been living with alopecia since she was 4 years old. And just wants to share my experiences, because I truly believe that through my experiences and through sharing that we all can grow and just understand a little better about each other in life. So I'm going to continue. So with that being said, there was this wonderful outpour of pretty much of love directed towards my self-esteem. And once again, I'm going to just clarify that there's levels to this, and some are there and some aren't. And it still, fluctuates, depending on the situation and what's going on. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty good with how God made me, honey. Pretty nice, I must say. So let's start with what I mean by sensitive. So since I was a little girl, and in the process of losing my hair, which for me was very quick, it seemed like it went by like that. And talking to my mom and things like that, in reality, it might have taken a little longer than what it felt like. But once again, I was a small child. After losing my hair, people just walking into a room, anytime somebody would laugh, giggle, say certain words, it was like, they're talking about me. And so, I was, sensitive about it. I was insecure about it. I was, like, okay, I felt some kind of way about it, because I was still learning how to understand, how to interpret what other people are feeling and doing, and then to understand that ultimately they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on them. I'm good. But once again, it's a process, and people are at different levels of their process, and it can be, a cycle at times even. So from going into first losing my hair as a young girl, and knowing that people were looking and staring at me, and to being bullied at school, from everything from people, I was in so many fights, people trying to hit my head. Once I did decide to possibly put on some hair, to kind of do that thing, people would, there were situations where my wigs were actually snatched off, and once again, we was fighting, because that's a no-go. Disrespectful, and I'm gonna help you figure out that you should never ever do that to anybody else. So, once again, bringing in that element where, I am sensitive about my hair, it does feel like, and I'm just gonna put out there, once again, I want you to understand, I'm not a licensed anything, but if you look back in history, you will see that people are very sensitive and tie a lot of things inside of hair. And so even my mere, appearance to some people challenges their schema of hair. Like, okay, whether it be, they find me attractive, but they don't understand, why they're attracted to me, because, of the fact that I have no hair. They've been, raised on women with long hair are beautiful. Hair is your beauty. I've even noticed and shared with people that sometimes when I step into rooms with women with hair, I can kind of tell that they have an issue, once again, with themselves, not with me, because they'll begin to touch their hair when I enter the room. It's very interesting, when you watch and study people, and when you feel comfortable in who you are, and what you're about. So once again, just adding to that sensitive, being sensitive about my head it's a very complex concept when you have alopecia, alopecia totalis like I do. Another piece of this was actually when I said I was sensitive about my head, when I made that post, I was actually making it from a place of goodness, like, so let me share a little bit, just a little story. There was a boy man, and I say boy man because he was a young man. I am not in my 20s. I'm not a young woman. I do have children who are teens. I'm really heavy adulting right now, and he was interested in me, but there's nothing but so far that relationship can go if you're not really ready to step into the role that is needed and necessary. So you're in the fun box. We can talk about that later, y'all. But so with that being said, I enjoy our company for just that, our company, and inside of that, kind of opened up, and my guard was down, and I really got a chance to just be me and enjoy, and really once again enjoy him, and enjoy the time that we got to spend together, and our encounters. And so with that being said, a part of that was just, I realized one day that I let him touch my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, he would gently, like, kiss it and gently caress it, and not in a weirdo way, because there's some weirdos out there. Oh my Lord, y'all. Whew. But in times where it was right, it felt natural. It wasn't forced. It was never something that he had to ask for, that I was, leaning in for. That's not how this works. But it was just in times where I was, vulnerable, and true intimacy was happening, that it would be that soft, warm kiss on my head, or, just being close to his skin, and him, just being in that moment, wanting to, show affection in that way. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. And I just really noticed that because of the history of my head. That kind of took me back for a moment. And also something that I decided, from each relationship you grow. I actually started dating until after 30. Pretty much my first boyfriend I met at 19 became my husband. That didn't work out, now. So I'm dating now. And I realized that from each relationship, you take, you have your takeaways. You have your takeaways, your good, bad, ugly, and different. But you want to have those takeaways. And one of those takeaways from that particular relationship was definitely, that intimacy piece. I hold dear to that that person I know is right for me, understands the sensitivity about my head, and the privilege I give to that person to be able to do those things with me, because that's not something that I readily let people do, because of how important it is to me, because of how this is a part of my crown. People might say, oh, your hair is your crown, your head is your crown, to me. So, it's very important that it is respected and treated a certain way. And so if I allow you to give me those forehead kisses, those, tender caresses and things like that, to be, on really aboard with giving you access to my head like that, you're someone important. So yes, y'all, I'm sensitive about my head, and I think other women are too, with alopecia, or maybe even without alopecia. And I say women, but I'm gonna also say maybe people. My bad, y'all, because everybody's human. So I'm gonna leave you with that thought. That's really all I wanted to talk about today. Once again, guys, this was TAT, Talking Alopecia with Tammy. I love when we get a chance to get together, learn, and grow. I will see y'all later.